All right, so let's get started. Today is Friday, April 26, 2024. Let's check the news first and see what we have for today. We do have core PCE at 8:30. So we do have news. This could be important. And also at 10 a.m., we do have consumer sentiment. So two pieces of news for today. The session is going to be a little bit shorter today. Have to leave at around 8:30, something like that. So let's get started right away with the levels on the point and figure chart. So let's start with gold. So level in gold is going to be 2386. I'm putting this time. I'm putting this red area here, just because I there is actually an area that I always point out, where the resistance, it's not actually a plain line, but it's an area, right? So we do have this um, it, this uh, bottoms here, which define the lower side of this area, but we do have some also a range where we do have an additional support or resistance at this point, which is a previous support right there. So that's why I'm putting just this area, just to make sure that I take cautious, or I'm cautious of this area here. So if the price started to visit here, there's a good possibility that it's going to come back down. So if it moves up above this one, then I would take this one as a level of support that can help on the case to the upside. So right now, price is at 23.57. Support resistance is at 23.86. Let me check if the sound is yes. So the 23.86, and then the support here is 23.45. And for the same reason, I'm putting this area here, 2350 would be the upper side of this region, which is actually that pivot there, or that line that we draw yesterday. So it went up, they had an overshoot and then comes back. This one is now working as a initial support here. If it starts moving up, that would be the first initial target there, which is, makes sense. There's an area here that it's kind of a vacuum in between the current price and the level of resistance up here. Okay, so let's get to crude. And crude here a little bit wider. I was expecting this one to break that line yesterday. It never did. Right now, it did. So it's a level of support there. You can imagine that also this is an area, probably not that wide. Let me paint it down here for you. So it's in between that and that. That would be the level of below this one to green. And then there is also a same situation for this box here, to that level there. And this one is going to be red. And so, oh, okay, sorry. Let me get a different template. Okay, so that would be the area of resistance. So in this case for gold, 85.50 and then 83.50 in here. It seems that it's trying to push to the upside towards that line there. So this would be an area of support. There is a lot of congestion, but also an area there that that could serve here as a level of congestion. So we'll see what it's going to do. I would say that it's about time for gold to start, for crude to start moving up. Let's check ES. So ES levels here are, they say the crude levels up and down. So right here, it's going to be 83.50 and 85.50. Pretty wide today, but I see that it has potential to move to the upside. That all the way up here. We'll see if it does. Okay. So that let's go back to ES. So ES here, there is. Let's go to the historic chart here. There is that pivot right down there, which is also supported by that pivot and that pivot. So that pivot there, that would give us that level there. Immediate, and then there's again, there's an area here that it could work as a support. Be careful on entering if you're in this area, entering along here. I would wait for it to start, moving above this upper level. 5150 would be 5150 to 5153. In the lower side is 5133, which is supported by the previous those previous highs and that previous low over here. So in the support level, we do have the 5,080, 5,084, which is the base of this area here. But also, if we take the same approach, there's an area there formed by those two tops that would work as a support as well. If it moves below here, I would start looking at that level and then this level here. Okay, so low 50, 84, and the upper side on this area, it's 50.97. Let's go to NQ. NQ, kind of this situation here where we have this previous day high, and then market kind of open at that price 17,822, and then the lower side here, which is given by these tops here, it's 17,971. So that would be the resistance level, and then the support here would be 17,545 in the low end, which is that pivot over there, that pivot over there, this pivot over there, and then the area in between them is about there, which is formed by that, and potentially that one there too. So that would be levels here, 17,820 to 17,796, and in the lower side 17,550 to 17,547 to 17,597 or 17,600. So that would be NQ. If we go to RTY, I did not do the levels here, but let's do it real quick. So right here, that double top there, 21, 22, 21, 23, actually. And then same situation, you have an area here. Let me draw it real quick in there. You see that there's a little bit of bounce in that area there. And then in the lower side, I would go with that low there. But there's also a lower side there for this one. Okay. Okay. This would be red. And then this one would be green. Okay, so this would be the area for RTY. I mean, if it breaks below this value there, then I would look for a revisit of this area, which should be okay. I don't think that the market has the strength to continue moving high, but you never know. I see lower highs and lower lows in this area here. There's a little bit of trend reversal breakout on here where we have a higher low that right there, but we're looking for a lower high with a double bottom. So pretty good resistance level at this point. Okay, so 1968 to 1977, then up here 2024, and then 2015 in the lower side. Okay. So that would be RTY. Let's check the daily or the time charts. I haven't opened my my think or swim platform, so give me 1 second while it opens. But okay, so let's start with gold. And I think that gold has a good potential to start moving up. In here, we do have in the dailies, we do have a full flag formation here, trying to break above the moving averages in today. So momentum is a little bit extended to the upside, but there's a nice formation on this one. You have 1, 2, and 3 candles, 1, 2, and potentially that one would be 3 candles moving to the downside. The bull flag, it's breaking up, but it found some resistance here at the 240 minute in the 50 moving average here, the 50 SMA. So it's when it's still in this range, I would say that I'm bullish to sideways at this point, just because of that compression that we see in this area in between the two moving averages. But it seems that it wants to break to the upside. 60 minutes, I would say about the same situation. We are making a bull flag right here above the 200. The 50s is still below, so I would say that we have a good chance to go and visit this area again and before we break it. But if the candles start to show signs of strength around this area and goes above this bull flag formation, then I would expect gold to start moving to the upside. 30 minutes, about the same thing. All the moving averages in this case are stacking to the upside. With the exception of this two, that the 200 and the 50, it's about to cross to the upside. So I would monitor this one to the upside closely. Bull flag formation 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5, a little bit too many, but potentially trying to move to the upside. 30 minutes. On this one, in the momentum is still a little bit oversold here. I would like it to see coming back down a little bit more. Same with momentum in the 60 minutes, and this one it's already resetting in the 250 minutes. So let's see. Okay, I'm opening my Thinkorswim platform. Let's check crude. A crude is triggering now an entry above the that doji candle there. So moving up pretty nicely. Taken a good move to the upside there. In the 240 minutes, also moving to the upside, facing some good resistance here at that area, at that 85.50. We'll see if it moves. And then 2 minutes for gold to open. And there is a, I would expect this one to move to that area there. There is some resistance at R1 right here on the 30 minutes. You see it there. So that one is taking place now, and it's coming back down a little. So right here, bull flag triggered, and then facing that the midpoint in between the support and resistance level, coming back down off of the 84.52. We'll see what would happen when the market opens. Right now, it's a little bit extended. See, on the 60 minutes, momentum is all the way up there. There's a little bit of reset here below the 25 line, which is bullish. And then there is a bounce also in here, and resetting also in the in this area. So crude could be tricky, but if it moves, it really does. I mean, it could have a really nice day today. We'll see. How about if we go to, again, I would need to stop the video in about 5 to 10 minutes. So I apologize for that, but I have to. Then let's go with ES. ES bull flagging right here. Try to break that trend reversal on the 240 right there. Very nice, a couple of candles here, but in the overnight, it really didn't do that much more. So there was a trigger on the trend reversal breakout. So you have that, and then trying to break to the upside over here, but it really failed. So I wouldn't say that we are in a bull flag. We are in a range. If we manage to move above this one, we do have resistance at 51.53. So for me, it's still in compression. And you see the moving averages are all stacking in between the 50 and the 200. On the 60 minutes, same situation, obviously. So we do have some compression here in this area. So if it manages to break above that one, I would go to 51. I would be careful on entering. If we are moving above this line right there, yes, that would make sense. On the 30 minutes, also in compression overnight, moving, making that descending trend line right there after this nice large move with earnings last night. So let's see here. Okay. So so in compression, I would be careful. See, crude at this point is retracing a little bit, so this could be tricky. It could really be tricky. Let's check NQ in the time charts. And NQ is kind of the same situation on this tech company. So it's coming back up. Try to make a trend reversal breakout, but overnight failed. It took some retracement here, coming back down, still in compression. In the daily, we are actually in a bear flag still. So moving up, but it's still in the bear flag. So it start moving to the downside. I would expect more downturn here. On the same with 60 minutes in compression. Be careful. Today is Friday. Yeah, we do have news in 8 minutes, but today is Friday, and we are in the middle of the earning season. Not in the middle, but just at the beginning of the earnings. So so this could be tricky. And then here in the 60 minutes, coming back down, retracing after this big pull, but there's no continuation on it to the upside right there. So coming back down in compression. Moving averages are stacking to the upside, but momentum is a little bit extended here. So I would expect this one to come back and reset if we are going to I mean, compression, it's compression, right? So be careful on that. On the 30 minutes, same situation in compression here. So until and unless we and if we want to take a long side short here, it would be around if it manages to break that micro trend in this area right there. So we'll see, and it's tricky because it's in compression, and compression is tricky. So we have this big pull. We could also expect this one to come back to this area right here, and go across the support layer there. So in compression, I would expect, or I would wait for it to start moving in this area if I want to go long, to expect a little bit of rejection off of this support area. Okay. All right. Let's go to the. And we do have news at 8:30, so no trades for sure today. Let's check a couple of things before I close the video. So crude is actually green and green. So there's some confluence in between the two charts. So this is the entry chart. This one here is the entry chart, and I would look for a signal to go long. I don't like this tail. It's a leaving tail there, 5 minutes for it to close. This one is the 30 minutes, so I would wait until obviously I would wait until market open, but it could be. I don't like this rejection off of R1, but it seems that and also, if you notice, there is some divergence here in the momentum. This one is going higher, and this one is going lower. Right here is going lower, so that means that the market could be enter into a compression pre-market. And Friday is also kind of a tough day to trade, so be cautious and be careful on this one. And I always say, if you have a small account, it's much better to go and trade with micros. Okay, so don't use the full ones, especially if you or the minis, especially if you are trading with Apex and you have like a $50,000 account. The leverage is too much for a full contract. So look for that micros and trade those instead. Okay, so if you want to use Apex, the link is in the description. Use the promo code MRenko. Not sure if I'm there we go. I'm gonna put it there in the screen. So right there, use that promo code. I don't know if it looks good or not, but there you go. MRenko. The link is in the description. And wish you luck and be careful. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a blessed Friday also. And be careful with your trades, guys. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time.